Skills practice for section 4.2. We have a diagram with parallel lines, and we have two lines that could act as a transversal. Ultimately, what we're going to do is block off one of them to make the diagram easier to look at. Since there's only one pair of parallel lines, you don't want to cross off either of those. Those lines are important. We're either going to block off the top line or the bottom line because they don't have the parallel marks. Okay, so notice these parallel marks. That's really, really important. So we're going to identify each pair of angles as alternate interior, alternate exterior, consecutive interior, or vertical. Angle 1 and angle 6 are made with two lines. So we actually could cover up two different lines there. Those are vertical. Angle 2 and angle 3 are consecutive interior angles. They're in between the lines, and they're both above the transversal. Number 3, we're looking at angle 2 and angle 7. So we're going to keep the same line blocked off. Angle 2 and angle 7 are in between the parallel lines, so they're interior angles, and they're opposite sides of the transversal, so they're alternate interior angles. Number 4, angle 1 and angle 8. These angles are not in between the parallel lines, so they're exterior angles. One's above the transversal and the other one is below, so they're alternate exterior angles. We're going to skip down to number 13. We have a simple diagram with three lines, two parallel lines and a transversal, and we know the measure of one angle. If we know the measure of one angle, we can actually calculate the measures of the other 7. So we're going to start right here. They want you to find the measure of angle 7. Angle 7 is 45 degrees. Give a reason for your answer, because those angles are vertical angles. We know that vertical angles are the same. Number 14, angle 4. What relationship does angle 4 have with the 45-degree angle? These are alternate interior angles. Since the lines are parallel, those alternate interior angles are the same. So if this one's 45, so is that one. Number 15, angle 3. What relationship does it have with the 45-degree angle? It's consecutive interior. This is an acute angle and this is an obtuse angle. They can't be the same measure. Consecutive interiors are the ones that are not the same all the time. They're only the same when they're both 90. This one is not 90, so that one, not going to match it. So we're going to do 180 minus 45. And then it'll give you your angle measure, 135. So what's going to happen here is all of your acute angles are going to be 45 degrees, and all of your obtuse angles are going to be 135 degrees. Angle 6, notice, is an obtuse angle, so it's going to be 135 degrees. Does it have a relationship with this angle here? Yeah, it does. It's a linear pair. 17 through 20, we're using a new diagram. And this diagram is a little more complicated because we do have 4 lines. But again, only 2 of them are parallel. So we're either going to block off this line on the left or the line on the right. What's the measure of angle 1? Well, I don't want to block off either of the parallel lines, so I'm going to block off this line on the right. Notice how angle 1 makes a linear pair with that 55-degree angle. So we know that angle 1 has a measure of 125 degrees. It's a linear pair with that angle. That's the reason. What about angle 3? Well, angle 3 is going to be 55 degrees. It's vertical with the 55-degree angle that's given. In number 19, they ask you about angle 12. So we're going to shift our paper to cover up a different line. Notice these are the parallel lines. This 100-degree angle is consecutive interior with this angle. Consecutive interiors are not always the same, but they are always supplementary. So if that's 100, angle 12 is 80. Angle 11 is alternate interior with a 100-degree angle. So it's 100 degrees.